Welcome to our analysis of the new leaks for Pokemon Sword and Shield. So first off, we'd like to point out that this is indeed a spoiler. So anyone who doesn't want to hear and see the new Pokemon, go ahead and click off. Don't watch this video.
Yeah, because we're going to be talking about like you said, the leaks. So if you're trying to keep an open mind, I guess, don't watch this.
Yeah, but we don't have open minds. So first off, we'd like to tell you all a little bit about what we think of the game and how this influences our decisions.
So I'm looking forward to it.
I hate it.
Yeah, we're pretty split. Yeah, so I think me and Matt both agree where we're just fans of the game. We're excited for it. I am upset that, some of my favorite Pokemon aren't going to make the cut, but in the end, I'm still going to have fun.
Yeah, I think people might be a little hypercritical. I mean, I think people overreacted to the original trailers from like 5-6 months ago, and people are just upset that, oh, my Gen 2 Pokemon is not in the game. Just pick up a new Pokemon and suck it up.
Where the hell is Dunsparce?
Who cares about Dunsparce?
Nobody freaking cares as long as Quillfish is in the game. Well, I'm pretty indifferent about it. I really love Pokemon as a franchise, but recently the games have never really interested me all that much. Although I will say I'm pretty interested in the new aspects that they have included, and so I do like some of the new designs, but I understand where Josh is coming from. So why don't you tell us where you're coming from, Josh?
Well, I'm coming from, I hate it. Well, out of all the Nintendo games, I think Pokemon, even though it's a Game Freak game, obviously, is my least favorite series. I think it's just kind of grown stale, and they're not coming up with unique ways to innovate. Like Gigantamaxing isn't really all that interesting to me. Some people might like it. And some of the reasonings for why they don't have all the Pokemon, in my opinion, seem pretty far-fetched.
Speaking of far-fetched, Sir Far-fetched.
Yeah.
He's got a giant sword.
So now that you know where we're coming from, we'd like to first point out some honorable mentions, some bad ones and some good ones as well.
Yeah, so like design-wise.
Top 5.
Yeah, I guess, yeah. So we all came to like a common consensus that like probably the worst designed Pokemon that they've made this time around has got to be Ice Cube. It's a penguin with an ice cube on his head.
It's just bad.
It doesn't look like it fits.
It doesn't.
It really doesn't at all.
He has a second form where the ice is melted and he's got a tiny little head and he looks like he's crying.
In my opinion, he doesn't look much better.
And it really doesn't help. Like it's funny. It's kind of funny to look at. He looks stupid, but
regardless, this is a case where like a meme doesn't really pull through for you.
I'm not even sure if they were doing it as a meme. It's just really bad design. Like anything that you can see in the real world, like a penguin with like an ice cube on his head, like although it's probably going to be very rare that you would ever see that, but it just is kind of
I think
unoriginal, not inspired.
Yeah, I think the biggest issue, like you said, is just that he has a regular penguin body.
Yeah.
So
well, on to the next one.
I think we said the next one we weren't a huge fan one was IDD, which looks
an Audino clone.
Yeah, it's a weird Pokemon to make it like you said, a clone of.
And it's weird because it's just a standalone Pokemon. It doesn't have an evolution. I don't see why anyone would really want to pick this one.
Yeah, it's Psychic Normal, so it's also really weird typing. I don't know.
That is a super weird typing.
I can't really get behind it.
Nope. Next up,
we chose
Stonjourner?
Stonjourner. It looks like Stonehenge.
And again,
you go ahead.
We're just gonna say, like, while we do appreciate that is kind of picking up on the culture of the area in the real world, it didn't translate into a
lame looking Pokemon.
It's literally just architecture as a Pokemon. It's just kind of stupid.
Yeah, any Pokemon that's kind of designed around like buildings and stuff tend to be lackluster most of the time.
So does that mean the Great Wall's coming into Pokemon?
Yeah, the Great Wall.
But we go to China.
Yeah, I know. We're missing. We missed the Eiffel Tower in Gen 6. Imagine that just walking around the Pokemon world. It just seems, again, uninspired.
And then our last Pokemon that we think has a bad
this
design.
looks terrible.
So The starter final evolutions were like the first thing that were kind of leaked, and man, I feel bad for you Sobble players because Inteleon
looks like
has got to
freaking
be.
Gex.
He looks straight up like Gex. He looks like a
Not in a
worse
good way.
Trico. Like, it just doesn't look good.
And what do you mean worse Trico? Trico's awesome.
Well, I
freaking
know,
love Trico.
I know Trico's cool, but I'm just saying he looks worse than that.
Yeah.
He's like, I think the biggest issue I have with it is it kind of looks like too humanoid. But then he's like, his proportions are really skinny, and I just don't like it.
Well, they pulled off Blaziken, which is a humanoid figure, really well. Whereas with this, like, he's super lanky, and it just doesn't feel like a Pokemon.
In my opinion, I feel like the reason the Score Bunny's final evolution and Inteleon exists is because they're probably going to be in the anime. So
Yeah, they're probably easier to animate. I would agree.
It's just kind of lame that the final evolutions are just one type.
that too. But
Yeah.
besides the fact, let's get to some of the good ones that weren't in our top 5, but we like.
So my favorite, I'm a big Gen 3 fan, so seeing an emo version of the HM slave Zigzagoon that now has a final evolution of Obstagoon.
And if y'all didn't know, Matt's emo anyway.
Yeah, so
Yeah, it's more than just a phase, Mom.
MCR's coming back, man. Did you hear it?
But I really love the new Zigzagoon design, and I never thought I would say that.
yeah, it's Kiss, the band.
Yeah.
I like that band.
Apparently, he actually responded to that. As
Yes, he did. He said he looks sick.
Carl, what'd you pick?
So my pick was Clobbopus. I just think he looks really cute. He's an octopus. He's gonna punch you. That's all I got.
It's pretty basic. It's pretty honorable for an honorable mention.
I guess.
Next, we have Cursula. I honestly really love this design, and I mean, it's super clever. Corsola to Cursula. I think you should get it. But other than that, like, it's just a ghost type. But I just really like the design.
And my pick for my Pokemon, I don't even know the name of the line, but it's like the Gardevoir line, but for this generation.
Haltena?
Hatina.
Hatina,
Yeah,
I
Like
can read.
Flipnote Hatina.
Oh yeah, Hatino Village. Anyways, I like the designs. I don't know if the typing's kind of unique, but yeah, I guess that's it.
Like you said, you mentioned it earlier. He kind of looks like a Kirby character.
Yeah, the first
form looks
evolution.
like. Yeah, I agree. So let's get on to our top 5. So the way we kind of formatted this is we all picked our favorites and we organized that into a list, and then we all agreed on what we chose as number 1. So
Okay.
Number 5.
number 5.
Yep, number 5 is the Milkery line.
I don't agree with this one, but Jacob likes it.
I really, I really like the Milkery line. I especially like the Gigantamax.
Oh yeah, the Gigantamax is pretty good. It's a wedding
alchemy.
cake.
Like a freaking giant wedding cake is super awesome. Like coming down and smashing you. I don't know.
You can eat
I
it.
Just, I just really like the design.
Snorlax is gonna have an easy time against that one.
I don't know. Comparatively to the rest of the Pokemon, that's my favorite.
Number 4.
Number 4. This one was mine. I chose Snom. I like him. He's a little caterpillar bug. He turns into a moth. Ice and bug type is pretty unique. I might be one of the first or few that exist.
Abomasnow. Wait, no, he's grass.
Yeah, shut
I
up,
lied.
Jacob.
I'm stupid.
Anyways, I just like him. If you probably noticed, I picked like the cute Pokemon.
Yeah. We could have had the elephant on the list, but you chose the freaking bug.
But it's a cute bug. I like him.
I
Okay,
like the
well.
elephant. I like them both actually.
That's why he's number 4.
And number 3, I guess that's me. We talked about earlier how the evolution lines are kind of subpar. We don't really like how they're one type, and Score Bunny's evolution line and Sobble's evolution line are kind of lackluster. But I really like Grookey's final evolution. I'm not a huge fan of the orangish red color that the mouth and hands have, but the design itself is really cool, and I'd like to see more of how they animate some of the
moves
attacks.
and stuff. Yeah.
And
I
how
will say
they incorporate.
I do like how it's a drum, like a big drum. And he probably carries that around, right?
I don't know.
He just like pulls it off his back or something.
He pulls it out like Donkey Kong in DK64.
Anyways, I just think it's cool. I don't really like the second evolution, but the third one's cool.
Really, none of the second evolutions look that good.
Also, one thing can I mention? Remember in the original trailer where like each of the starters were related to like some kind of sport? I don't know if that was like intended only for that trailer, but they completely lost that in the secondary and
But
the
no, they
final
didn't.
designs.
It wasn't in the trailer. They weren't based off sports.
This is by
Rookie was hitting against.
Oh yeah, he was
It's
a drummer.
culture. It's
and
all
then-
supposed to be different
which is the
culture.
drummer. Yeah.
Scorbunny is
aspects.
kind of like a soccer player there, and Sobel was meant to be kind of like a spy. The original leaks were correct.
Yeah, interesting. All right, so number 2.
So that is mine. I picked Impedimp's line. I think I said
Can
that
you say
right.
it right? Impidimp?
Impidimp.
Wow,
I
can say the one you like.
Impidimp. And a Grimmsnarl. I like the middle evolution because it looks like a character that would be in like a Gorillaz music video.
Another emo character. From
Yeah,
that.
what the heck, Matt?
Dude, I really like. Okay, that was gonna sound really emo, but I was gonna say I really like the dark psychic and ghost typings. It doesn't help the sounding emo.
I will give you credit. I actually really do enjoy this line. I love how dumb Impidimp looks.
At first, I wasn't a fan, but the evolutions have kind of sold me on it. I'll be
Yeah,
honest.
I would agree.
The evolutions look really good, and I like the dark psychic combo. It's a neat combo.
Yes.
And number 1,
So number 1,
you wouldn't believe what we actually picked for this one.
So we decided to go with number 1 is Appleton, a dragon grass type. He looks like a turtle that's made of pie.
Not only is the typing unique, but actually, I don't know why I like this one. It
It's
kind of
just-
looks.
he looks kinda yummy.
dorky.
He's just goofy.
Derpy.
Like
He looks really, really wacky. I do like the first evolution is an apple, right? And then it evolves into like the
Flap.
apple
It's
opens
a
up.
flapping apple.
Yeah,
Little apple.
he opens up. So when he evolves into the, I guess the pie, it kind of, I don't know.
I don't know, like it looks cute in the first, and then in the middle it looks like okay, it's kind of serious Pokemon, and then it's like, all right, you lost me.
You get hit with the bombshell, but it's not what you thought it was gonna
You
be.
lost me, but I love it.
and it's a delicious bombshell. I would really like. All right, I'm not gonna say that, but I really do like Appleton.
Well, now that you know our top 5 favorite picks, we'd like to know what you guys think.
Yeah, let us know in the comments. Tell us which ones you like, which ones you didn't like, if you agree or disagree with us.
Yeah, if you also agree or disagree with our opinions about the game, I'd like to hear that too. So thanks for listening for the entire video, and we'll see you again some other time. Maybe.
Ciao.